What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't rely on just motivation to get through your fitness journey. When someone first starts their fitness journey, it's usually because of that little spark of motivation that they get. When you're trying to build something you've never had before, motivation is not your best friend. Motivation might get you to start and to wake up and realize what you're capable of, but motivation will not be with you all the time. And that's something I've learned on multiple cuts. I've actually been on I can't even count how many cuts I've been on, more than 10 for sure, where I've tried to lose weight. I even worked with a coach. I tried to follow somebody's diet plan online. Just nothing seemed to work for me because I relied on motivation. Those days where I was laying in bed, didn't feel like getting up, didn't feel like going to the gym, didn't feel like making my healthy meals, I was relying on motivation to come and kick in and make me want to do all those things. But the truth is, that's not gonna happen. Some days I'll open the app and I'll see somebody with the body I want and I'll be like, damn, that's motivating. I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna go after it. Then the next day, laying in bed, comfortable, not wanting to get up, where's that motivation? The point is, motivation is fleeting. In order to be successful on your fitness journey, you gotta throw away that mindset. Oh, I'll do it on the days that I'm motivated. If you only do it on the days you're motivated, you won't be doing it that much. Trust me, it is a long, hard process, but that's what makes it so worth it. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? You have to build a discipline, and you have to build that mental toughness in order to stay consistent on something like this. For example, my trip to El Salvador, it was very difficult for me to stay consistent on my diet. If I would have just relied on motivation, I would not have made it through. It was the discipline that kept me in check, knowing that, hey, this is hard, this is difficult, you look different, everything that you're doing is different from everybody else. Knowing that, it was hard being surrounded by people that didn't understand or just didn't take you serious. You gotta also accept that not everybody's gonna understand what you're doing and why you're doing it and why you're doing it to that extent. There's gonna be people telling you that it's not that serious, but you have to build that resilience within yourself to be like, no, I'm doing this for me and I can do this. It's mind over matter. Don't let anybody get in your way. The first 2 weeks of this cut was the hardest for me because I was going through a really tough time. I had gained back, I want to say about 15 pounds. I didn't feel great. All those bad habits and just getting too comfortable is what led me to gain the 15 pounds back. And honestly, it wasn't easy to get back to where I am now. I had to do some serious self-evaluation. I had to really think, okay, right now you're choosing temporary happiness. You're chasing that instant gratification. Weeks before I started my cut, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna just enjoy this last week, then I'm gonna start next week. I kept doing that. And then one day I woke up, I was like, yeah, nothing changes if nothing changes. If I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, then I'm gonna keep gaining weight, looking worse, feeling worse. I was like, man, something gotta give. So I sat down, I made a plan, 10-week cut, get shredded before I leave to college, to feel my best, to not be worrying about if this outfit looks bad on me. I can't go swimming because swimsuits don't look good on me. All this stuff, it's really annoying. If you've been bigger or if you're still big, the constant, battle with your mind. It was hard waking up every morning, seeing myself that way. I was just super self-conscious about everything and it was bad. So I knew I had to ditch the motivation and lock in. Pretty much made the plan, followed it. First 2 weeks were hell. It was difficult to even do anything. I didn't even want to step foot in the gym. And I just lost my love for everything. So yeah, I built this cut not off of motivation, not off of inspiration, not off of anything positive really. It was all just a mental game and I pushed through it. I followed the plan. I kept the promise that I put to myself. I said, hey, 10 weeks straight. Just give me 10 weeks of consistency. Not even perfection. Some days I didn't hit 10,000 steps. Some days I didn't, eat enough protein. Just consistency. Go to the gym. If you're not feeling that good, just try. Try. Something is better than nothing. Yeah, honestly, I've gotten to the point where it's just habit. It's habit. Every morning, I know I gotta go do my 45 minutes of cardio. Having my days planned out was the best thing I could have done, especially getting back on track. And I'm so grateful. I'll be real, it was so bad that, I prayed about it. It just felt so out of my control. The rut that I was in, it felt out of my control, and I prayed about it. And then after I prayed about it, something just, snapped. I can do this. I started speaking more positive things into my life. You know, your mind follows what you do. 2 examples, right? One example is you staying in bed because you want to stay in bed. Other example, you want to stay in bed but you don't. You go do your cardio. Your mind follows whatever your body does. Whatever your actions are, your mind will follow. I know what it's like to feel stuck. If you are just simply relying on motivation, I'm here to tell you, you can't just rely on motivation. Something has to break in you for you to want to change and do better. And just know that you can do better. No matter how far you think you've gone, you can do better. I thought I was a lost cause. I thought I was just gonna keep gaining weight and, you know, the cravings would win every day. But no, I realized that I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my reality. And praying and reading verses and stuff, it helped me in the best way possible. And that's why I continue to do it. And, you know, working on my relationship with God. Anything is possible when you have God. I hope this reaches the right people. Let this be your sign to lock in. Get ready. You're stronger than you think. You know, it's mind over matter. Mind over matter. You pick what's most important to you. If stuff in your face is more important to you than being comfortable in your own body, then fine. I'd rather be comfortable and healthy in my own body and to be forever mentally tormented, all in exchange for some food that'll be there. The food will be there. Once I'm done with this 10-week cut and I'm starting to maintain, of course I'm going to start implementing some more food that I like. But right now, we got a goal. Once you reach the goal, you know, you can figure out what works for your lifestyle. It's not forever. It's not forever. So yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And if you guys need any help or just anything, you can reach out on my social medias. My Instagram, my TikTok will be linked down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.